All right, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the weekly stock watch list review and plan for the week. Man, what a day! This morning started out a little quiet, but then got wild. I mean, IDEX, WKHS, MVIS, IPIX, NKLA, and on Sonos, SONO, on and on and on. Very exciting. So as usual, remember, I've got my team monitor. We're now streaming everywhere. But we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter/Periscope, and we're also on Twitch. So no matter where you're at, if you've got questions, if you got tickers, drop those in wherever you're watching. Drop those in the chat, and my team will grab those, drop them to me on Slack, and I'll answer as many as I have time for. And then just a quick reminder, next week we're going to go to 7 p.m. Eastern for these. We did a poll. We asked a bunch of people, and I think 8 p.m. is maybe a little late. I think not everybody is insane like me and wants to get up at 4 a.m. and start talking stocks until, midnight. But anyway, so from now on, we're going to go to 7 p.m. Eastern. So just keep that in mind for next week. If you're a repeat watcher, love having you here, but we're going to 7 p.m. All right. I want to start with a little bit of general market commentary. Look at that high-low ticker, okay? This is a thing of beauty, all right? And I know these aren't penny stocks. So anyway, this is what's called the high-low ticker. It's a tool in stocks to trade. It gives you a read of how many stocks are hitting a new high a day. So the most active stocks, the stocks hitting the high a day, the most times. And then the reason I'm so excited is the orange. If you're on the left side, denotes a 52-week low. If you're on the right side, it denotes a 52-week high. And this is just glorious. Apple, Netflix, Nvidia, Microsoft, Square, Adobe, Amazon, Zoom, Google. I mean, Google's not a 52-week high, but it's not far. Before I get to the watch list, I just want to say this, okay? And this may or may not be slightly controversial, okay? But turn off the TV, okay? Turn off the mainstream media. Every day there is amazing technology. Man is making amazing progress. Elon Musk is, putting 500 Starlink satellites in the air. Nikola's making electric trucks. Tesla's making electric trucks. Apple's coming out with amazing new iPhones. Microsoft is doing amazing things. We all can work remotely now thanks to Zoom, thanks to Slack. It is truly the greatest time in history. But the TV box, okay, the mainstream websites will all try and convince you that it is the exact opposite. That it's and you gotta free. I call it a mental prison, okay? You need to free yourself from that. There are so many new beginning traders that are crushing it out there. I talk to these guys every day. Every day I'm talking to these guys and gals, okay? When I say guys, I'm a Midwesterner. So when I say guys, it means everybody. People, folks, okay? Folks, male and female, are out there crushing it as new traders right now. High priced, low priced, long, short, options, cryptos. There is unlimited opportunity out there from your pocket, okay? You have access to the greatest piece of technology in the history of mankind that allows you to do anything, to find out anything. To trade these stocks, to research these stocks from this amazing little 4-inch device with unlimited processing power and unlimited access to information. And if you take care of yourself, the stuff you can take care of, your health, your physical health, your mental health, keep your energy up, get your rest, study, prepare every day, there is unlimited opportunity out there. And I know this is a little ranty and not talking about stocks, but we'll get to stocks. I'm telling you, if you're sitting there saying, Tim, you're full of it. The world is ending. It's a terrible place. Then I don't know what to tell you. Because you are not going to be successful trading. Okay? Sorry. If you've got that kind of attitude, you're never going to succeed at this. So I appreciate you being here, but you have to be able to recognize opportunity. That is what we do every single day. Every day as traders, we're looking to recognize the next opportunity. And if you're stuck in a mental prison and you think everything is terrible and the world is ending, you will not succeed at this game. Because you know what? You're going to lose, you're going to lose, you're going to lose. Losing is part of trading. Doesn't matter if you've been trading for 5 minutes or 50 years, you're going to lose. And if you can't have a positive attitude with high energy and be ready to show up every single day and grind, and do the work and do the research and look at the charts till your eyes bleed, if you're not willing to do that, this ain't for you. And I appreciate you being here, but you should probably just jump off because it's not going to work for you. I'm sorry. All right, lecture over. I just get so fired up when I see this 52-week scan. So anyway, let's get to the watch list. As always, go to stockstotrade.com/watchlist. It's free. I do it every Sunday. It goes in your email box. There's no reason not to be on it. Okay? I think we got 4 out of 5 winners today. All right? 4 out of 5, I think, if I remember right. I got to go through these again. There's too many tickers out there. Anyway, Spotify. What do I love about Spotify? I think we're going back. I think that one of the biggest changes you're going to see is less ad-driven stuff. Back to my rant about the mainstream media. I think the whole reason the mainstream media is so bad now is because they got to sell clicks. I don't want to see that stuff. Okay? I don't want to see any news that is supported by outrage and clicks. Because how do they get you to click? With outrage. So I love the fact that I can go to Spotify and give them $10 a month and hear no ads. And see no ads. Hear no ads, see no ads, speak no ads. smell no ads. Listen, they signed Joe Rogan to a huge deal. They're signing more and more deals. It was a 52-week breakout last week. And look at that red to green this morning. Beautiful. We talked about new highs on this, on the watch list. It didn't hit a new high. So if you didn't trade the red to green today, definitely look at that. Set an alert at those new highs. Probably 243. I think market stays hot. I mean the S&P's hitting new highs right now. Love Spotify. Again, I think we're going back. I think people are sick of the ad-driven model, and I think you're going to go back. You're going to see more of these content providers going behind a paywall, and I'm all for it. Fine, love it. WKHS. Look at that breakout today. And the why, I always like to talk about the why. Why do we like WKHS? Tesla and Nikola are running, okay? Electric vehicles are hot. I think if you're looking for sectors to swing trade, I think electric vehicles are one of the top watches going into the summer, going into the fall for longer term holds. Tesla's over 1,000. NKLA, Nikola, ripping. Broke out today. Well, didn't break out. Close to breaking out, but had a great move into the close. So Nikola broke out after that VWAP hold and went from 68 or 66 even, all the way up to 70. Closed basically the high of the day. NKLA has a red to green tomorrow after that beautiful close. So anyway, WKHS, I actually did a worksheet with the Steady Trade team. My team, speaking of the team, they'll drop a link to the Steady Trade team if you're interested in that. It used to be Stocks to Trade Pro, okay? I know I talked about Stocks to Trade Pro a lot, where I do twice daily webinars every single day. I've done over 2,100 webinars in 4 years. Every single day, never missed a day, always on time, always ready to work with you and teach you. Now we're working with the whole team like Mike Huddy and Kim Ann Curtin. So check out the Steady Trade team. I just got off a webinar breaking down WKHS. And remember, this is on the Sunday watch list, still in play tomorrow. Looking for that. Basically, that week open red to green all week is in play on WKHS, especially if the market stays hot. So looking for $6 entries with risk down in the 550 area with a goal of 750 plus. That's the new trade idea. Okay, we had a plan on this for today on that 550 break, which worked out great. So anyway, CLDX still in play tomorrow on that week open red to green. Or WKHS. Sorry. CLDX. This one didn't work today. But I want you to keep an eye on this. Remember, I always like to say this. This is a weekly watch list, okay? These stocks aren't all going to rip on Mondays. Now, last week, I think we were 5 for 5 last week. Anyway, the idea is it's in play all week. Look for new highs on this. But there was no entry today. It just kind of fizzled off all day today. UONE was another non-working trade, but we knew there was a good possibility that this could fail. The biggest idea, the biggest trade we were looking at on UONE was if it could really get going for that, continuation of the squeeze. Now, what's great about UONE, opened red, never perked, was below VWAP all day. I mean, if you bought UONE today, I don't know what you're looking at. Okay. Now, I get it. I had it on the watch list, but we were looking for, that break, that red to green, that break of 50, a continuation of the squeeze. It never came. You would ignore this stock in that instance. So, Snapchat continues to grind along. Had this on, I did a sheet on this with the Steady Trade team 2 weeks ago. Loved this stock. Boring, okay? But this is the power of breakouts. I mean, we talked about this stock 2 weeks ago, and it just keeps trending. And, I mean, here's the thing. 3% today, 4% the next day, 2% the next day, all of a sudden a week later, you got a pretty decent trade. So, and Snap's still in play. I think this, again, especially with Apple's and Netflix's and Microsoft's and all these stocks moving, I think Snap could just keep on grinding a couple percent a day, and all of a sudden, you got yourself a 20% swing trade. So, all right, let's get to so anyway, make sure you go to the watch list, sign up. It's free every Sunday. We break it down every Monday night. And let's get to some Q&A. Space, why is this going to the moon? Well, I don't think space is going to the moon yet, but love space. Now, what I'm looking at, Virgin Galactic, SPCE is the ticker. What I'm looking at is this, notice this channel, this green channel I drew. I don't think space is ready yet, okay? But this thing, look at that base it put in at 15. Great consolidation, and we're, definitely, if this breaks 20, I think it could definitely push and break out. Now, so I like it. It's one of my top watches. I'm very bullish space exploration, very bullish space commerce. Again, I talked about at the beginning with Elon putting those Starlink satellites up, but I think you got to wait on space. Yes, nice move today, but it's still range bound in my opinion. So, Clutch, how are you? Can you explain the breaking news tool? Of course, my friends. So, what you've got on screen right now, so the breaking news tool, and again, the team will drop a link in chat so you can go to, I mean, we have an entire web page explaining what the breaking news tool is. So hit that link, but I'm just giving you a snapshot. So what the breaking news tool is, we have two hedge fund research analysts that are in this room, and what they're doing every single day, they monitor, I don't even know how many chat rooms. You know, they got a similar setup to, I've got 8 monitors here. They've got a similar setup with all these monitors, watching chat rooms, watching Twitter. They've got, paid news feeds. So, they've got, I don't even know how many news feeds that they're paying for news, paywall stuff, protected information. And then what they're doing is because here's the thing. I know I went on my rant about having a supercomputer in your pocket. One of the biggest drawbacks right now is too much information. Okay? So, as much as I love unlimited access to information in my pocket, it can be a double-edged sword, especially if you're a newer trader. So, what's great about the breaking news guys is they filter it down to only actionable information. Because, hey, as a new trader, you're like, hey, is this news legit? Is it not legit? What's this earnings? What's this PR? Is this a pump and dump, or is this real news? That's what the breaking news guys do for you. You've got that feed coming in. Again, you can see they're talking about HEPA. They were talking about RWLK in after hours, BNGO. What did RWLK do in after hours? There you go. So again, they were talking about RWLK, and they gave you the link to the news. Rewalk announces publication of Restore-powered exosuit clinical study, blah, 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 all right there. So at 4:40, or was that at 4:42? Is that right? I'm like, yeah. Look at that. At 4:42, they alerted the news. Look at that spike. Timestamp. So that's the breaking news tool. DLOC. What is DLOC? Oh, this was the wild OTC today. So listen, if you traded DLOC, congrats. Well done. It's probably dead tomorrow. This was just, this is the world we're in. We just get these insane moves. And if you traded it, congrats. I admit I missed it. I was doing other things. I came back and someone's like, did you see DLOC? And I'm like, and then I look at it. I'm like, whoa. So, but anyway, it's probably dead for tomorrow. So, hey, Tim, I shorted IDEX. Why did you short IDEX? Anyway, I shorted IDEX once it broke below VWAP. What are some indicators to look for short sell? Sahara. Okay, right off the bat, you shorted a momentum stock, and remember, I'm not here to. We're here to discuss things. This traded at 350 million shares today. Okay, Sahara. This is my number one thing I'm going to tell you. You don't want to be shorting stocks that, that's this thing traded $1 billion in stock today. Basically. $3 times 350 million shares. For all intents and purposes, IDEX, $1 billion worth of stock changed hands on a stock at 52-week highs that, yes, it broke VWAP. I get it, but please, look for short IDEX at the end of the week, okay, or next week. when the volume is fading and no one cares anymore, okay? The market we're in right now is, we are in full wacko madness times. You can't be shorting these stocks on days they're trading 400 million shares on the front side of the move. You gotta wait, okay? Or you're gonna get run over. And here's the thing. I don't care if IDEX gaps down tomorrow. So let's say IDEX gaps down and gets destroyed tomorrow. I still don't think it was a short today. And you can disagree with me if you want. But not today. I don't care what it does tomorrow. $1 billion in stock. So that's wait for the fading price and fading volume. Thoughts on XSPA? I've been making fun of this stock since it was at 50 cents. And what was it? 6 today? 5.50. So Trent, what are my thoughts? I think coronavirus testing in airport massage parlors might be the dumbest business idea I have ever seen. I've seen some dumb stuff in penny stocks, but coronavirus testing in airport massage parlors might be the dumbest idea I've ever seen. But you know what? It's 2020, baby. So, look at that red to green move this morning. So this had news this morning, and went red to green at 480 and went to 550 in 20 minutes. So week open red to greens tomorrow. I'd put it on 52 week watch. Okay, if this thing breaks 575, who knows where it'll go. Hey Tim, I hope you're doing well. I'm curious, do you have any good advice that you personally have used to avoid feeling burned out or paralysis analysis? Great question, Delbert, and I'm going to tell you this. And this might be another unpopular opinion, okay? So how do you avoid burnout? Okay, I've been getting up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., for 15 years to scan for stocks, to write trade plans, to mark up charts, to get ready. So how do I avoid burnout 15 years later? You gotta love this game, man. And remember, maybe trading's is not for you, okay? But and this is, I'm trying to be polite, but it's gotta be in you, man. Day trading, finance. I say this all the time. My least favorite time of the week. You want to know my least favorite time of the week? Friday night. I hate Friday night. Most people can't wait for Friday night. There's been a million songs, country songs, rock songs, can't wait till Friday night. How many rock and roll songs or country music songs have been about that? I hate Friday nights. Why? 2 days till the market opens up. So, in my opinion, the number one way to avoid burnout is just love it. And if you don't love it, if you don't love running your scans and finding that next trade, maybe it's not for you. And hey, there's a lot of careers, You might go to medical school and be like, oh, I thought I liked medical school, or engineering or law school. Sometimes you just try things and you find out you don't like it. So, but that's the best answer I can give you. I get up every morning, fired up, can't wait to spot the next trade. So, last question and I'm out of here. It's a good question I'll finish on. When there's so much going on like today, Do you recommend a new trader simply pick one or two and focus on only those? Yeah. Okay? This is, just like I started with the whole rant about how much opportunity is out there. I mean, there's just so many stocks, so much opportunity out there. Again, it's a double-edged sword, though. So this is what I'm going to tell you, and this is what I'm going to leave you with. As a newer trader, one of your biggest goals, one of the reasons you're getting up early, doing your research, is you got to get down to a couple stocks to focus on. And here's the thing. If those are your main watches, you got your entries, your exits, your stop loss, your profit goals, you have your trade plan all ready to go, and let's say you're watching 3 dip and rips. Okay, you got 3 low float stocks with news, high volume. They're former runners. They're in a hot sector. Okay, so you got 3 really good looking dip and rips, and all of them just gap down and fade. You just got to be willing to say, okay, tomorrow's another day, or focus on afternoon breakouts. It's just, there's always going to be another trade. I call it the bus station analogy. Don't have that. I tell you, FOMO, fear of missing out, will eat you up. You got to get to the point where you're like, okay, all 3 of my main watches all fizzled out. All right, let's regroup. Let's focus on afternoon or tomorrow. I mean, most of you are probably under the PDT. Here's the thing, and another, I'm full of unpopular opinions tonight. Here's another unpopular opinion. If you're under the PDT, you should be glad when your 3 main watches fizzle out. Because now you've got a day trade for the next day. It's like it's not a bad thing when you're under the PDT if your plans don't hit. Because you can't trade every day anyway. So maybe all your plans fizzle out today, and then all 3 of your stocks tomorrow dip and rip, and you make your 3-day trades in one day. I'm not recommending that, but you see what I mean. Stick to your plans, stick to your setups. That's how you grow your account. That's how you get consistent. All right, everyone, couple reminders. Get on the watch list. It's free every Sunday. Check out the Steady Trade team. If you enjoy these webinars, I do this every day with a small group, okay? There's 1,000 questions I didn't get to tonight. The Steady Trade team's a small group, 150 traders. I answer every single question. Every single question. I can't answer them all when I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere, but I answer every question in the Steady Trade team. Check it out. Would love to work with you. And then last reminder, next week we're going to 7 p.m. Eastern. Remember what I said at the beginning. Control your inputs, okay? Have an abundance mindset. We live in the greatest time in history. You need to take advantage of it. You need to have the right mindset. Control your inputs. Stay positive. Take care of yourself. Work on your energy. Control what you can control, which is yourself. That starts with having a great week. And would love to see you in the Steady Trade team. Otherwise, I'm live every day on Instagram as well. And I'm back here next week at 7 p.m. Have a great night, everyone.